Alrighty, so as expected, week 2 much better than week 1. Week 1 we're 8-8, 500 on the predictions, 11-5 this past weekend. Sorry, there's another car parked over there. That weirds me out. All right. Let's see. So we're right on Philly, KC, Buffalo, Seattle, Indy, San Fran, the Giants, Dallas, Miami, New Orleans, and Pitt. We're run on Tennessee, Baltimore, Atlanta, Tampa, and Washington for last week. Much better at fantasy though. I was 10th out of 10 in week 1 in fantasy. I jumped up to like 3rd overall now. Yeah, between Cousins, Devonta Smith, and the Pittsburgh defense, pretty content with how my team looked. It says a lot with Tua as my benched quarterback, and I don't have a problem with that right now. And I have some favorable matchups this coming weekend, so fingers crossed. Let's see. So yeah, we did better on the predictions. Fantasy kicked ass. Watched some games with one of my bros. In fact, I know he said he watches these, or at least listens to them while, I think, like food prepping or crap. So Josh, when you hear this, drop a link to your podcast down below. Now let's get into this week. Also, if you saw my short about college football upsets, I'm sorry. Especially if you listened to them. I had 3 that I was comfortable with, and I threw in a 4th one. I put money in and on each of the first 3 and parlayed it. I didn't listen to myself on the 4th one. The 4th one naturally happened. The other 3 didn't. I think even Penn State and Illinois was interesting for a while. Mississippi State versus LSU was not. I didn't even really pay attention to NC versus Minnesota. But yeah, let's get into it for this week. Giants at San Fran, -10.5. San Fran 34-16. Denver at Miami 6.5. Miami 28-13. Buffalo -6.5 at Washington. Give me Buffalo at 37-20. Indy at Baltimore -7.5. 31-12 Baltimore. Houston at Jacksonville -8.5. Jacksonville 27-16. New England -3 at the Jets. It's gonna be a good defensive game. I'm saying 17-13. Atlanta at Detroit -3.5. I think Detroit's gonna win. They're just gonna come short. Give me 23-20. Also, did anyone's game get voided out on that Monday night game last night? New Orleans -3 over Carolina. They won by 3. Hate that. Chargers -1 at Minnesota. Well, I think Minnesota will win by 1. 24-23. Tennessee at Cleveland -3.5. This one I debated for a while. I'm going to say Tennessee 22-17. New Orleans at Green Bay -2. New Orleans 17-14. I don't know if that's going to be a great defensive battle or just an offensive struggle. Maybe a little of both. Carolina at Seattle -5.5. Seattle 28-17. Dallas -12 at Arizona 35-9. Dallas, if Arizona's lucky. Chicago at Kansas City -13. Dear God. I can't believe as football fans we're subjected to this game. 42-20. Pitt -1 at LV. Sorry, Vegas. Pitt's got to cover that one exact. 21-20. Philly -5.5 at Tampa. I'm saying Philly's 31-24. And now, the Rams at Cincy. Assuming Burrow plays, Cincy -2 by the way. Assuming Burrow plays, I'm going to go with Cincy like 27-21. If they sit Burrow, which obviously given what happened to Rodgers, I 100% probably would. I'm going to say the Rams 24-16. Alright, we ran through those really quickly. College football. I want to talk about Notre Dame and Ohio State real quick, just because I am a Notre Dame fan. As all the Saints, we could win. We could also get blown out by 28. I'm not going to... I want to say I'm not going to touch that game. I'm actually probably going to throw some money on Ohio State. Also, take a look at the view in front of me. That is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? In fact, we're just going to face it this way for a few moments. I feel like I'm not talking to camera if anyone pulls in next to me. I'll just pretend I'm on the phone. Yeah, I haven't really looked at college football yet. I'll probably do a couple shorts. You know, my dogs, we'll call them, for the underdogs, because we know how great that went last week. 1-3, but didn't make any money. I did hit pretty good on, I think overall this weekend on football, I bet 150, and I made like 245, 250. So I made like 95, 90 bucks, most of which was actually on player prop parlays that DraftKings had already gone through and made. And if Tua could have had 2 touchdown passes, and there was another one from Miami. I think I needed Waddle to either get the yardage or a touchdown. I forget which one I missed out on that. I would have had like another like 200 something. But other than that, yeah, I'm probably gonna start doing more of that more often. I don't know. I have a couple parlays tonight in baseball. I'm hoping to hit jack up the account again. So I do want to bet. I didn't bet as much this week on like straight up game results as I want to. I kind of do want to put my money where my mouth is and start and put like $10 on each and every game as I see how it's gonna go based off of what I'm reading to you right now. Again, obviously I hate throwing or wild card in there because of injuries, but that Joe Burrow one, that's huge. Yeah, obviously I feel a lot better about my Tennessee and Cleveland bet going forward the more I think about how bad Cleveland could very well be without Nick Chubb. Let's see. I don't want to cut the video quite yet. I don't know. Also, anyone that actually watches these, tell me, do you like these full-length videos more, or would you rather just see more shorts like I threw out with on Saturday morning with college football underdogs? Obviously, like hockey season and stuff starts, I'll get more into that. I can get more into talking hockey regularly than I can baseball. I'll probably do shorts almost every day when it's hockey season. Trying to think. Wow. This video is literally gonna be like 4 or 5 minutes shorter than the last couple, unless I can think of something. Yeah. Let's just light up the comment section if you can. I mentioned hockey. Give me your Stanley Cup finals prediction, matchup, winner, games, all that good. How many games will go, all that good stuff. Oh, I do want to just one that I had Penn State last week on upset alert after literally saying that I have them in my final 4 for the playoffs. We're gonna turn you back around. That's because Penn State's one of those teams I think they can run the table, and if they do, they'll be in the final 4. I keep wanting to say final 4, the college football playoffs. But they could also drop an absolute deucer at any moment. That's why I had it. That's kind of felt like a trap game, honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong. They could obviously go and get blown out by like Ohio State or Michigan at any point. And trust me, the longer the season goes and the better they do, I'm probably actually just gonna lose confidence in them to do it because that's how they are. But yeah. If you didn't last week, which I know no one did because there's no comments last week, what is your college football playoff for? Who are they? Who's your Stanley Cup? We're going early on hockey. Who is your Stanley Cup matchup and who's going to win it and how many games? And with that, hopefully my false confidence at the beginning of the video of improving from 8-8 to 11-5 on this, and from 10th out of 10 to 3rd out of 10 in my fantasy league, hopefully it doesn't come around and bite me this week. Good luck, everyone, and let's freaking get it.